TGIF, thank God, say na Friday, we don't enter. No time to take time. Abeg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. The unprofessional attitude of the Nigerian government and their DSS counterparty denying access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like I said in one of my videos I dropped maybe sometime last week. Do you know that up to today, because of the outburst of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the court, telling Binta Iyaku to recuse or excuse herself from his case because she's not being fair to him, and also there's nothing like having a fair trial when Binta Iyaku sit there as the chief judge of his matter. So since then, the DSS, the Nigerian government, the Attorney General, the so-called president, and every other person that have hands in the delay and incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all have turned their back on the IPOB leader in starting that he abused Binta Iyaku and also abused the High Court of Nigeria. Can you imagine that nonsense? He's within his right to defend himself if the lawyers fail to do so. As simple as that. Anyway, let us read for reading's sake the reason why they are still delaying or they don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But as I'm talking to you now, the court have fixed, appeal court have fixed date to hear the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the date I will communicate with you as we move forward today. In another development to Imo, many fear dead as Nigerian soldiers and government engage in a very severe gun battle. My people, we don't have much time to waste. I just want us to use this opportunity to go straight to the reason why we are always here every morning. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Do not forget, I'm still your one and only Amanda Neze Okute. Amanda Neze reporting from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we always speak to you the undiluted truth about everything you need to know. And before I forget to make on a see waiting, Ururemi Tunumbu talk. She says that her husband not cause of hardship in Nigeria. Can you imagine this unrepentant souls? Look at somebody they say she's a pastor and a deacon with a redeemed church. Your husband is not. 1 year ago, Nigerians were at least managing the economy, how Buhari left it. And your husband came and compounded the whole thing. You still have the God to come out and be telling us your husband is not the cause of the hardship. Ogu will buy you. You can never escape the wrath of Ogu. Natural death will be far from you. Olulemi Tunumbu, Nami Tokam. Your husband is not cause of the hardship. 1 year ago, Nigerians were buying fuel at the rate of 100 and something naira. Exchange rate at the rate of 400 to 500 naira. Now exchange rates have skyrocketed to almost 1,000 something. Fuel price 1,000 something. Inflation they made at 21 something. They carry it, set it up to something to 40, and you say your husband is not the cause of the hardship. Thunder, where are you? Thunder and brimstone, I ask, where are you? Where have you been? Anyway, I beg, let us go to the reason why. In fact, very soon I go stop to read this kind of this kind of news that is provoking me. Each time I remember how these people get to that seat of power. Ndara. Very soon. Your husband is not cause of. Anyway, why am I crying? Say, what do I know? I'm not a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It is crucial to address the blatant unprofessionalism displayed by the Nigerian government and its Department of State Service (DSS) in their continuous denial of access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a situation that have existed since his court appearance on September 24th of 2024. As someone closely observing these developments, I must say this action is deeply troubling and reflects the disregard for justice and due process by the so-called security apparatus in Nigeria. We have seen this kind of behavior before. Back in July 2021, when the DSS similarly denied access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an action that forced IPOB leadership to call for a complete shutdown of the Southeast through the Monday sit-at-home directives. Such repeated actions make it clear that the DSS has no regard for the court orders or the rule of law, a hallmark of unprofessional conduct that no serious government should tolerate. The court had already ordered visitation rights for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it is unthinkable that the DSS will flout such an order with impunity. As the saying goes, he who cannot obey the law must expect the wrath of it. The DSS should be reminded that its actions, which hinder justice, can only fuel further tensions and unrest in the southeast. Such provocations could lead to the consequences that will not only disrupt the region but the entire nation. We cannot overlook the fact that denying someone the right to visitations, especially when ordered by the court, is not just illegal but inhuman. This unprofessionalism is a reflection of a large systematic problem in Nigeria, where institutions tasked with upholding justice are instead used as tools of operations. It is disheartening to witness this continuous breach of human rights, which not only undermines the credibility of the government but also damages the country's reputation on the global stage. To the DSS and the Nigerian government, I say this: you can imprison a man, but you cannot imprison justice. The longer they continue to deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his rights, the louder the call for justice, freedom will become. IPOB leadership has shown restraint in the past, but if these provocations continue, they may have no choice but to issue directives that could lead to a far-reaching impact, both economically and socially. This is no longer just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is about the unprofessionalism of a government that respects the rule of law and the rights of its citizens. We must remain vigilant and continue to demand accountability from the DSS and the government, and the Nigerian authorities. Their actions today will determine how history judges them tomorrow. An injustice to one is injustice to all, and an injury to one is also an injury to all. Those who have kept silent because the injustices have been meted out to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't concern them, but do not worry, it must get to everybody. Tomorrow might be your turn. There's no doubt about it. And then, when you shout or cry, nobody will hear your cry. Today is the turn of the IGBOS, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow, it might be the turn of the Yorubas or the Hausas. And then, when I go come call Igbo say, make una come join us for protest. When the protest for bad government, they call Igbos. What of Igbos come out now and tell them, make una come join us for protest against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Will everybody join? They will tell you, say, Omo Igbo, Omo Ale, Oloshi, Oloruburuku, and Olorinta. Many fear dead as Nigerian soldiers and government engage in a very long gun battle. A gun battle erupted between soldiers and yet to be unknown gunmen in a Himembaru local government area of Imo State, allegedly leaving scores dead and many injured. According to the Nation, the attack occurred at the Aba branch in a Himembaru, which happened last night. Some non-state actors attacked and killed some soldiers in the area yesterday, a source claimed. The whole place is on fire. The troops have taken over nearby communities, the source added. Following the incident, residents fled in panic and constant shootings that filled the air, creating a climate of fear and uncertainty. We are terrified, said a resident who wished to remain anonymous. The sound of gunfire is still echoing in my ears. We don't know what will happen next. We are worried. The same Himembaru that they want to bring in IDPs. That is where this thing is happening. Since they say no to that IDP, that place have been it has been a what do I call it? It has been a war zone between the government and also the so-called government of the day. Ehime used to be a serene environment, and we don't know what is really happening, he added. However, as of the time of filling the report, the Nigerian Army and the police are yet to comment on the development when contacted by Daily Post. This comes days after the House of Senator Frank Ibezim, an ex-lawmaker who represented Okigwe Senatorial Zone in the Ninth Assembly and the National Open University Center in Ezoke, Nsu, Ehimemba, local government area, were set ablaze. My husband is now the cause of hardship in Nigeria. Orulemi Tinubu, just wait. The thunder that will fire you is still doing press up from Israel. Senator Orulemi Tinubu has come to the defense of her husband, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, amidst rising economic hardship in Nigeria, asserting that he should not bear the blame for the current situation. This statement comes as Nigerians grapple with escalating prices following the removal of the so-called fuel subsidy, which saw petrol prices surge from 198 naira to 1,030 naira per litre. And you tell me your husband is not the cause. Thunder is warming up. Just be ready for it. During an event at the palace of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, on Thursday, the First Lady emphasized that the Tinubu administration is still in its early stages and should be given time to implement its policies. Do you still remember that Goodluck Jonathan never do up to 6 months in office when your so-called husband occupied, call it Occupy Okota, Occupy Ojota? Do you still remember? Do you still remember? History will judge all of you one by one. History will judge all of you. Most of you will die and can never be reincarnated again because of your wickedness. She stated that the administration is focused on addressing the nation's challenges and fostering economic growth. We are watching. The fuel subsidy was abolished during President Tinubu's inaugural address on May 29, 2023, with the president citing the policy as an impediment of Nigeria's progress. The decision, however, has sparked widespread criticism and discontent among citizens facing increasing financial strain. Senator Tinubu was in Ife to inaugurate a hostel and a 2.7-kilometer road named after her, which were donated to Obafemi Awolowo University by the Oni of Ife. She said, "We are just 2 years into our administration. We are not the cause of the current situation. We are trying to fix it and secure the future. We know that subsidy has been removed, but with God on our side, more in the next 2 years, Nigeria will be greater than this." Okay? Those who attempted removing subsidy before could not see it through. But with your prayers, in the next 2 years, we will build a nation for the future. Those who are trying to remove a subsidy could not achieve it or go through it, because your husband have been the stumbling block 2012 when Goodluck Jonathan wanted to remove the subsidy. He saw Agbada and gathered all his scouts to occupy Ojota and telling them that subsidy is a scam, that nothing of such, that Goodluck want to siphon the money of the general public. Now you are telling us that those who want to remove it. I have seen asking Thunder, where in they? Where is Ogun? Had it been that these girls have collected bribes, that they are not doing what they're supposed to do? Because this kind of human being not supposed to be in existence. Once you open your mouth and make this comment, Ogun supposed to strike you from that place where he did. The president's wife added that her husband is not greedy, thanking God for making him a man Nigeria's #1 citizens. "We give glory to God for our status. Myself and my husband, we are not greedy, but we thank God for what God has done for us. It is not common for rich people to get to this seat, but I am grateful to God. We cannot disappoint Nigeria with the help of God. Mom, we are getting to the promised land in no distant time," she said. The First Lady, who disclosed that she graduated from OAU 41 years ago, donated 1 billion naira to the university for its development and advancement. Where did the money come from? I know it is not from your purse. No be people's money that they are spending. While speaking, the Oni of Ife lauded the wife of the president for serving as a role model to young ones since her days as First Lady of Lagos State. Even you, Oni of Ife, make I no go use bad word on you. These are the reasons why these people are not doing well, because he keep on praising them even when they are doing wrong. The traditional ruler have been a keen admirer of Senator Orulemi Tinubu as a young man eking out of a living in Lagos. One of my major attractions was the New Era initiative, especially as it concerns the one-day governor in Lagos State that is totally detribalized and provided opportunities to young secondary school boys and girls to become governor in Lagos State. This has been a milestone and major inspiration for the younger ones to aspire and proper. Abi, are you telling me the truth? Oni of Ife. Anyway, it is not your fault. After all, the only thing you know how to do is just to keep on marrying more wives, because it gets strength to knack. More people kwagishi. Ndara. I beg my wonderful people now here we go take back break. You make gonna no mind this scallywags. This scallywags. Even the churches and the so-called traditional rulers now have been compromised. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, because more of these videos will be coming your way. My name is Sidimen. I'm Andy Aneze.